Hi, everybody. It's me, Gigi, and welcome to A Work in Progress, the podcast where we dive into the dynamic journey of personal and societal growth. In this episode, I had the privilege of sitting down with one of Belize's key advocate for change, Mrs. Rossana Briceño, the Special Envoy for the Development of Families and Children. Together, we navigated the landscape of mental health in Belize, exploring the invaluable work her office is doing. From the challenges of the pandemic days to the present, we uncover how her work has evolved, adapting to the ever changing needs of the community. So, welcome to a conversation that's always evolving because, after all, we're all just works in progress. Today I'm here with Her Excellency Rossanna Briceño, the Special Envoy for the Development of Families and Children. I firstly would like to say thank you for being with us here today. I know we're going to be delving into some very important topics surrounding mental health. It's a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you very much for having this discussion with me, this conversation with me. I really look forward into having an animated conversation with you and see where our community lies and is dealing with the issues of mental health. It's going to be a good day today.
Of course, it's always going to be a good day. But before we jump into that conversation, firstly, would you be able to explain to us, give us a little insight as to what the Special Envoy for the Development of Families and Children is? What is that?
I was appointed to be an advocate for social issues that really need attention. That's what a special envoy does. And that's what I'm doing as part of being under the office of the Prime Minister. So there's a lot of advocacy work that needs to be put in place. And basically, I'm the voice of advocacy for our Belizeans. Issues affecting our families, our children, inclusive of men, through collaboration, through partnerships with the different ministries that can assist NGOs.
For you, what ignited this inspiration or this passion to go down this path of helping people navigate the mental health?
Well, I was a teacher and a principal before. And as a principal, we had so many cases of mental health issues, children that were emotionally affected either by some situation at home, rape, incest, abuse. And as a principal, I felt helpless many, many times in terms of how to help my students. Not every school has a school counselor, especially in the primary schools. So I think my passion and my advocacy started there, that I feel if we can get help for our children at the early stage, because we have children that are suffering mental health illnesses, young people, teenagers. But I think my awakening moment was at the school, the primary school, when I knew for sure that our children needed a lot of support, and with very little access at that time. It was like being in a situation that you know there's a problem, but you don't know how to fix it. Mm-hmm. So I think that is what started all of this.
It's like you're watching someone drowning and you have no way of helping them. You don't have a boat, you don't have a life jacket, you don't even know how to swim.
Well, I don't know how to swim.
So you know how to doggy paddle to keep yourself afloat,
yeah.
But to help someone else, that's a completely different ball game. Now, with you, when you encountered this opportunity, you're presented with the opportunity to now be, as you put it, like a link, so to speak, between those vulnerable people and the entities that can actually help them. What was your initial reaction, and what was it like taking up your portfolio?
I was very reluctant at the beginning because I felt all I know is education. How can I be a special envoy with my education? But I realized quickly and with support that education is important and there's so much that can be done with education. So now being in a position that I have technical experts at my reach, I can reach out to them. The networking is super important. I realized that this office can be effective in terms of the advocacy, and I guess just being that annoying person, insisting that something needs to be put in place, or that our young people need more help, or teenagers need more help. Who do they access? Who can they access? Where do they go for assistance? Because after COVID, we had a lot of young people that were locked up, literally in their rooms for over 2 years, and more mental health issues were being reflected. People were reaching out to me as if my office offered services, when in reality I don't offer services. But the reality of the situation is that they don't have to come to me. We are supposed, our citizens, our young people, our parents need to know how to access services, what services are available in Belize. And if with the limited services that we have, this is where the Ministry of Health and Wellness can step in and say, we need to put in some more work in this area. Interventions need to be put in place. So I see myself as that voice,
Right.
annoying, nagging voice. We need to make these services known and available.
I like your transparency about your initial reluctance to take up this mantle, because I feel like sometimes when we see people who are in your position now, we kind of just see the desk, we see the office, but we forget that this is a human being, this is a person. Everyone has their problems. You have your problems. You're a woman first. You're a mom, you're a wife, you're a grandmom, you're an aunt, you're all these things, you're a sister. So I appreciate that you were honest in saying, hey, I still to try help myself. How am I going to help other people if I don't know how to help myself? And in a time that it was very turbulent around the pandemic, what was it like, going head first eventually amidst the pandemic, when families, they were grappling with loss, unemployment, and of course uncertainty of the future? How were you then able to navigate? As you said, you're an educator, you're a teacher. What has it been like then and now?
I think then everybody knew very little of how to deal with this pandemic. Coming out now up to 2024 with so much more information available to us, it does make it easier, because you know that you can't do it alone. So you have to reach out to people that have the expertise. And this is where I'm looking at the networking, the advocacy that comes in, and just the sensitization, using social media for a positive, using the airwaves, the television, Facebook is a big thing with young people, Instagram, TikTok. And I have an amazing staff. They're all young and they think TikTok, they think Instagram. I'm still at Facebook stage to get the word out, to get the information out, especially when it comes to mental health. We have help out there. And of course, other health issues. We use our page, my page, the HE Rossanna. HE Rossanna Briceño, where we have Motivation Monday, Wonder Woman Wednesdays, and Feature Fridays. And Feature Fridays for me is very important, because we send out information. We sensitize our young people that it's okay to not be okay. And so I've come a long way, I think, in terms of the use of IT, the use of the social media, having access to people that are the technical people, having access to people that can actually help. So I think it's a good turnaround from where I was at the beginning to now. I know who to call. I know who can help. I know who to reach out to go to the schools, to go to the young people, how to get support from them either online or face to face. So I've learned a lot, and every day I learn something new too. I think once the stigma is removed from the whole issue of mental health or reaching out and asking for help, I think we'll have a healthier society. But we have to sensitize people. We have to have this campaign, an ongoing campaign, that it's okay to ask for help.
Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this discussion, don't forget to follow Ignite Limited, like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know what you think and if there are any topics you'd like us to touch in future episodes.